Okay, so you have this question here which says a projectile is fired horizontally with a speed of 30 meters per second. How long will it take to strike the level ground at the base of the cliff? So in this question, what are the things that you need to take note of? Here are the things that you need to take note of. It says a projectile is fired horizontally. So it was fired horizontally. What does this mean? It means that the velocity which is there, it is in the x-axis that was fired. That's why I say horizontally. How about in the y-axis? So in the y-axis, in this situation, you have the velocity which is 0, because we have only just a velocity that was fired horizontally, which is 30 meters per second, meaning that in the y-axis it will be what? 0. Okay, now the first question says how long will it take for this ball here to reach down here, meaning that this is the time at which they are looking for. So now for you have to say displacement. That's first question, right? Displacement equal to v initial minus 1/2 at squared, like that, right? Again plus displacement initial. So here, what is the final displacement? It is 0 because we don't know where it started from, right? How about the initial velocity? Initial velocity in the y-axis, there is what? 0 times t. Then what is a acceleration? That is 8(1) plus what? Which is this part here, right? Which is the initial displacement. What's the initial displacement? It is 8. So you have 0 equal to 0. When you divide that, that is 4.905, then 8. So what I'll do, I'll bring this side 4.905 t squared equal to 8. Then you divide there. So t squared is what? So there, when you divide, what answer are you going to get? You shall get 16.309. So you find the square root of that. After finding the square root of that, you shall get 4.04 seconds. So meaning that the time that it took for the boat to reach on the base, it is what? 4.04 seconds. So that's how you answer that question. Okay, now let's look at the other one. They're saying how far from the foot of the cliff will it strike? So there, what you're looking for, we're looking for the distance from this point up to here. That's the one which they are looking for. So how do we find that one? We have to say displacement final equal to initial displacement plus VIT. So if I may ask you, what is the initial displacement in the x-axis? It is 0. How about initial velocity in the x-axis? It is 8. What's the time? 4.04. To be 0 plus, when you multiply there, what answer are you going to get? 121.2. So it will be 121.2 meters. So this is the final displacement which they are looking for. With what velocity will it strike on the ground? So meaning that we need to find the velocity that is in the x-axis and the velocity that is in the y-axis. So in the x-axis, how do you going to find that one? You just say v initial minus at. But in the x-axis you have already, which is what? 30. So what you do here to be 0 minus, due to gravity, that is in the y-axis. What's time? 4.40. Meaning that to be negative what exactly? To be negative 39.63 meters per second. So from there now, that's where we find what we call the magnitude of the both in the x plus in the y. So you square, that is 30 square plus, even that one again is square, 39.63 square. Then when you find the answer there, you find the answer to be 49.7 meters per second. So that's how you find this one. Simple and straightforward.